Radio 103.9, and man, let me just say, this is the one. This is the interview for me.
Wow.
Maxwell, man, you're like,
oh God, here we go.
You're like the elite brand. You know, when you talk about an artist, you know, you talk about, you know, you're like the Mercedes, you know what you're going to get. You strive to, you know, when you crack open the package, you know what it's going to be. This is what everyone else strives to be, man. And you can really drop the mic now at 42 and be like, "Yo, I did it, man."
I think I dropped the mic a couple of times, right? You know, being so in and out of the experience. But thank you so much for your kind words. And I don't know if you've had a lot to drink already, but I hope you did. And if you didn't, well, that means you really mean what you said. But we just try to do things, you know, from a place of love, basically. You know, it's a digital world, as we've been talking about. And, you know, we went for something analog, and, you know, I'm old enough to remember those types of records, and young enough to respect and listen to a lot of new stuff out there. So I just fingers crossed, hoped everyone is okay with what we have to offer.
Man,
basically.
it's gonna be okay. Come on, man. It's past that. You know, it's like let's go all the way back. Can we go back? Can we go back, brother?
Let's take it back.
So, you know, right here in New York, when it first started, you created this buzz. Labels were vying for you. Vibe magazine said he's the new Prince.
Well, yeah.
And so was Prince one of those, you know, those guys you looked at?
Yeah, it was very tough for me when I found out that he passed away. It didn't hit me because I had seen him a month prior, because he was launching a book that he was going to write about his life, which is ironic. And then a month later, of course, you know, he crossed over. But he was I think everybody draws from Prince. I think it's sad that we have to wait for someone to pass away or to really appreciate them and to, you know, really take in everything that they are. But Prince was definitely and still is kind of a major influence, you know, along with Marvin Gaye and Sam Cooke and Harry Belafonte, and, you know, just black men who, you know, represented something that was so unique. To me, was always very interesting, especially considering, you know, I love hip hop just as much as everybody. I'm from Brooklyn, and for me, it was like to see someone be so bold and still have so many like fans, you know, from all cultures, but really had black fans. You know, Prince had like people from the hood who liked him, and considering like, you know, how he used to just run around with the heels and his whole
and the panties.
Yeah, I mean, for him,
without pants.
Yeah, for him to be able to be that way and still touch the hearts and the souls of people says a lot about his creativity.
So when you first were creating that buzz as a 20-year-old,
I had no.
Did you have it in your mind?
I have no concept of it, you know, because I don't connect myself with what's happening. You know, I don't want to make it all like, you know, esoteric and whatever. It's something that, you know, has been gifted to me, and it's a blessing with the people that I work with throughout the years who really, you know, feel a nurturing care towards what I do. So it's like a family type of thing. But I don't wake up thinking that I'm, you know, at that time I was thinking, man, I don't even know if this is going to keep going on or lasting. I hadn't been used to people feeling like the way that people were making me feel. So it was almost kind of, is this for real? You know? So I was really skeptical in the beginning, and I'm always pretty skeptical. You know, the time that I usually take a lot with the records is usually me filled with anxiety, just trying to, how am I going to keep up with what was done before, maintain the brand. Then there's new people out, music changes, the ever-changing landscape of our industry. You know, we every 3 years, 4 years, the way music works is completely different. How you promote a record is different. How people are releasing records are different. The way they sound. So, you know, you think about that over time. But I feel always like it's like the first time, really, every time a record. I don't walk in the door thinking that I got it.
Man, the thing I love about what you do, though, like the last album, radio is a mess, okay? Radio has too much power most of the time, and sometimes it makes or breaks artists. I love the way last time you did the tour, and then radio was begging for the record. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
We're going to go on tour first.
Exactly.
And then ask you to play or not. But what happened was the fans asked the radio to play the record. I love
so
that.
great.
That was brilliant. Is that your record company or is that you?
I mean, I gotta give it to John. John and we just I hadn't been around for a long time. I felt like I owed people, just the FaceTime, just to say, hey, hi, it's been a minute. How are you? I hope you still remember what I do. And also, I think when you look back at all the Motown artists, that's kind of what they did. They just went on the road with the songs. It's like an old school Berry Gordy thing to do, because you're active, you're in the marketplace, you actually get to see the people that are really rooting for you. And it's not just pure, it's a live thing. It's a musical thing at the same time. I mean, I'm not, like a manufactured artist. I mean, I work with Phat David since I was 17, Stuart Matthewman, rocking with CJ next to me.
CJ in the building.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an inside thing.
It's a family type of thing, so it's different.
So tell us about the latest project.
I hope you like it, man. It's real old. One thing I will say is there's stuff to dance to. There's definitely stuff to make love to. There's a lot of I don't know, because we did it so analog. I mean, we have the 2-inch machine. We have it was so exciting to see those things, because most times it's like a computer screen and maybe like one little thing, and then that's how you make your record now. And I know that there's a history with what I've done, so I have to be respectful to the legacy of the sound of the music, not me, but what we've done musically. So it's an interesting battle. I think that's what makes it take as long as it does.
And what's the album? What's the album's name?
Well, it's Black Summer's Night again, but it's the Summers part, since it was
the Summers part.
Yeah, it's Black was the first, Summers is now, and Night will be, and thankfully done. Night is done. So,
but look, man, again, thank you for your time. This is one of my highlights. Period of career, baby. 30 years. Maxwell joining us on Radio 103.9.